Hey, Rodney Bush here. I'm near Nashville. I like to tell people I'm in Lebanon, not Lebanon, if that makes any sense. Roger is my sponsor. I've known him a few years. We've worked together. Roger has a leads company. Roger is the reason all of us are here. And I know that must feel good, Roger. You've done well. Has a great retirement. But at the same time, Roger loves to work. He loves the phone. He loves to send text messages. He has a lot of things. And he works every day. But he does not. Here, go with this. Just get used to it. He does not work past 5 o'clock Eastern. So he won't hardly answer you. Don't bother him. He ain't going. He's not going to do it. He's got a wife that he's committed to more than you, no matter who you are, and that's what he
Good for
does, and
you,
that's
Roger.
great. So, Roger, you get 60 seconds.
I've extended that time to 6 o'clock Eastern.
Ooh. Wow. Well, whoa. All right. So you've
Much,
come out of your shell.
yeah, much to the bereavement of my wife.
Oh. Well, we don't want to hear that fight. So mute when that starts.
Yeah,
All right.
no, she's okay with it. She knows I like to work, and
Yeah.
I don't like to live to work, but I can't I can't not work. I tried retiring for a while, and I got so bored and so fidgety I couldn't stand it anymore. So
Yeah.
I just come back to doing what I know best.
Thank you, Roger. Hey, again, I don't want to extend too many greetings, but at least say hello. Leslie, you get 30 seconds because we already know. No, I'm joking. Leslie, say hello. Can you unmute? And if Roger, anybody else, will mute if you're not talking so that if somebody walks in, which is very common in our homes, that we don't hear that. If you're not able to, Ash, would you like to say anything to say hello to the group?
Hey, how you guys doing? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir, we do.
Awesome. Well, good to meet you guys. So, thanks for
You want to tell
having
us
me on.
anything about you? Well, you're
What's
welcome.
that?
Again, I said, you want to tell us anything about you or anything? I've already told them something. I don't think I don't know if I did or not actually,
I'm in
but
Tennessee. So, I just moved to
but you're not.
Tennessee about 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I was in Arizona, since '92. And so I've done a lot of marketing. I had my own mortgage companies, my own business loan company. So I've done a lot of this, a
Awesome.
lot of the stuff that we're doing right now.
Well, we'll love to have you in the group meeting when you can on Mondays. I've said before you got here, some people like you are going to have your own meetings. You're going to have your own training. He's a leader. He's a coach. He's many things. So we may see here from time to time. We hope we do.
Awesome.
Renee, yep. Thank you so much. Well, I don't see there. Yeah, Renee. Renee in Florida. You want to say hello? And we're going to get to some Q&A in just a minute. Let me just get us to know each other a little bit because this is a core group. This is not people that's playing around in this room. Renee, if you're able to unmute, now if you can't, Renee's a realtor. She's an insurance agent. She does a lot of different business. She's very busy, hard to get a hold of. Not really, but she is a lot of times listening. As we'll find people in these meetings, a lot of people listen. And then is it Lois? Are you able to unmute, or does anybody know who Lois is again? Well, you're welcome here, whoever you are. And again, if you want to put anything in the chat. So, hey, thanks again, Rodney Bush here. I am super pumped. I really am. I want to be as patient I can about what we're doing here because people are going to market in different ways. Some people are going to go out and find restaurants and businesses on their own, and they're going to do that's it. That's it. Nothing else. No massive emails, texting, just people. Everybody doesn't like recruiting or don't want to, or they're no good at it. Which is it? I don't know. But at the same time, what we do want to learn from each other is the facts. What is the truth? What I want to know is the truth about this. Every line, every sentence, every web page. We don't need to embellish anything. We don't need to make people think anything that's not true. And that's what I live my life on. If we stick to truth, we don't have to worry about a lot of things. So what we're learning is right now there's a small window, and I'm going to have some people, whoever will, back me up and repeat what I'm saying because it's brand new this week. Yes, today's the second day we've heard about the time period, having a court case where we can just for a short time get restaurants 7 years instead of 3 or 4. Vivian, you probably know as much, or who wants to? You don't have to raise your hand; just unmute. Or Vivian, do you want to say something first? Or I know Roger knows at this point, but we just learned this. Talk about it just for a minute or so, Vivian or whoever.
Well, it was the current year and 3 years back, excuse me, until yesterday or the day before when we learned about the court case, which now makes it possible for us to go back 7 years. So that's a big thing for a lot of, especially mom and pops. I would think they would be really interested in jumping on the bandwagon to get some more money. And obviously, the larger restaurants, if you have access to them, that's great. But I think that's going to work out well for all of us.
Yep, Roger, you've been around. You've submitted some cases. Tell us what you think about that. Anything different? Roger, a lot of times steps away. So if he don't answer, that means he had to get up and go. I'm telling you, he does it often enough that I'm used to it. But go ahead, Roger.
I'm here.
Okay.
I just was muted.
Oh, takes a minute it does take a minute to get unmuted. What do you want to say about it, Roger? Is anything different you can say about there? Does she got it nail on the head? Any different way to explain that, or anything else we should know about that process?
It's pretty cut and dry. All you got to do, I mean, you're talking about, the process of getting it started, right?
Right. And am I right, Roger, to say that from what I know by this law, we only have until in this case to go the 7 years? Is it true that we only have until July 10th?
July 10th, but it's actually maybe a week before that because Stefan needs time to get the paperwork all together and get it turned in. And the other thing is the previous years before 2022, before that, are going to be paper filed. So that's going to take some extra time. So he has to have time to overnight that or mail it to the client or email it or whatever and have them send back a paper signed copy.
So let's get specific about what you just said. That was a good point. You used an actual year when you said that. So the electronic years are going back. I'm going to do it backwards. 25, 24, and 23, correct? And then 22 backwards for the other 3 or 4 years has to be paper, correct?
No, the electronic years go all the way back to 2022.
They do. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 4 years.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're taking notes, and if you're not, you should be, right? Because we're going to have a test question come up, and I'm joking. I hate tests. So 2022 to 25, 2, 3, 4, 5 is electronic. Have I got that right? I'm writing it down myself.
Yes.
And then so 24, 20, what would that be? 3, 22. Does it go back to 22 or 21?
22. And then the rest of the 7 years starts from 22 back to 2019.
What do you mean by that?
Well, that's the deadline. The 7 years one is the deadline. This before July 10th. We don't have any deadline for the 25 to 22 years. We don't have a deadline.
Right.
For that.
Right. No deadline for that. So tell me this, Roger. Have I heard correctly, Stefan say that once we've got a client and we get them this money, right now we can get them 3 years. Depending on what time of year we get them enrolled, they can get 4 years. And we'll go over that in a minute. But did I hear him say clearly that, are we going to encourage them at this point not to pay no more FICAs on their employees? Or do they, by law, which is what I thought, still have to pay it every quarter and still have to file to get it back? What's your understanding?
They still have to file. They still have to pay.
That means
the IRS is the IRS is not going to give them a break on paying. They want their money any way they can get it, and if you don't know the law and you don't get somebody that helps you know the law, they're going to keep every penny they can keep.
Wow.
So would it be true that because of that's true, they're still paying now, that although we get them all the money we can, that when the next year finishes, which in this case will be 26
We'll
when it
do it
finishes,
again.
next year we'll be able to get them 1 year, correct? And every year after that.
That's correct.
So the only challenge, everybody, is this. We have to keep them loyal to not go back to their CPA, and there's no way to really, challenge that except for we hope they stay with us. We hope that we get them some other kind of benefit through our program. I'm going to bring up the homepage of Legacy. Stefan, if you were in, I think everybody here was in that last meeting. And with that being true, you heard what he said. They're working on getting these other programs so that we can, I'm hesitating because I'm having to share the room. We can have other services. So the intent is, and I'm going to show you on this page, and somebody tell me you're seeing the Legacy page, please.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to click on our services. So he's already doing these things, but to put them into the affiliate program, there's work to be done. And there's quite a bit. And again, you got to know the story. The affiliate program started late November, December last year, just a few people. Has anybody got a current number? Have you looked Mark, have you looked at your number to see what your actual number is? Because you just got numbered or approved. So anybody's got, but I'm number 201. Roger's 134.
I'm
What do you think?
370.
131.
Okay, 131. Who
370.
said, was that Mark? I wasn't
Yeah,
looking.
370.
I knew it was, all right. So, again, that's 370 people that have agreed to kick the tires. And you know what? We all know the percentage of people that do more than kick the tires it is only about 10 to 20% are going to put business on the books generally. Now, I'm the type of person that wants to do enough interaction, coaching, training, persuading, working with people to make our numbers higher than that in my group. And national statistics are still going to be what they are, but I will do everything I can to make sure that one day somebody gets some money. Now, Vivian, I'm going to point you out, and it's not about how many clients you did, but I want to talk about the one client. If you did this before with ERC, not a big story, but it got delayed for 1.5 years. And because that's true, there's a negative about that. But the good about that is when you get that one client we were talking about yesterday, remind me if I'm correct. Isn't it about 15,000 you're getting on that one?
Well, actually, no, that was a combination of several.
Oh, okay.
I've received money in bits and pieces from all but 4. Those 4, I don't have enough information for whatever. We won't go into that, but that 15,000 plus was a combination of all of the outstanding claims.
And really, the point I'm making here is residual income can be real, and things do happen, and sometimes we get it quicker than not. But when we work Stefan's system properly that he has set up and still setting up, they're working on a back office. One of the people you will meet in here on a semi-regular basis is Alex Scar. It's not a secret. He's the guy working on the back office for Black Swan and other people. And again, that's not for me to overexpose in any way, except for to say it's being worked on. So what I want to do now is slow down and pause. And if you've got a question, just unmic. Or if you get even a comment, Roger's still unmiked. So what's going to happen is Roger's dog's going to come in and jump on him and start licking him and barking. I'm joking. That's never happened. Mark, you can unmute because you look like you got something to say. At least you're laughing hard.
I'm laughing hard at the dog thing.
So Vivian, how'd you pick up your deals? How'd you pick those deals up?
The ERC?
Yeah,
Boots
on the ground.
that was ERC.
That was the ERC we were
Okay,
talking
so
about.
that's ERC.
That
So
was
I guess
boots
the
on the
main
ground.
thing is that I'm curious about is what is people doing to market and to go after businesses to close the FICA tax? What is everybody doing?
So, I would wait and
Are
anybody
we
want to
making
answer first, and that's
calls?
fine.
Are we doing emails?
Yes,
How do you, are
yes,
we going out door to door?
yes.
I plan on going in
Texting,
person.
yes, yes,
What's
All
that?
of the
in person.
above. All of the above.
Say it
Yeah, I
again,
plan on
Leslie.
meeting face to face.
Well,
Actually
I'm
doing some
just curious
Facebook
what this
marketing.
team's doing, and I'm just, are we just building teams in this group, or
No.
are we actually
So,
going after ourselves?
so let
You
me give
know,
you a timeline. Although Vivian's known about it for 3 or 4 weeks, maybe. Same thing for Leslie for this project. Everybody in this group's just getting started. Mark is 2 days old now. Roger's got some client. How many?
cool, awesome.
Mark's gonna, but not long. But Roger's got some pending clients that he's getting to log into their portal, and so he's got the most of anybody around us that are in the loop. And I'll tell you what Stefan said today, and this is the most important thing we can talk about is right now is the portal. Although he's got this, he calls it a pie or something, but the point is the if the client doesn't log into the portal, everything stops. Okay, but to go back to your point, Ash, Renee is brand new. Literally, this is her
No,
first day.
I get that now. No, I
No,
understand.
so you didn't know.
I got to
again,
read
I
the
don't.
room. So that's
Well,
why I
but
ask
now,
questions. I'll ask so
no,
many questions, it'll drive you crazy.
no, I love it, but the place for you to be in the Q&A would be the one that was just happening. And
I was
let me
already there.
explain
Yeah.
tomorrow. Here's how this thing works tomorrow. They've been doing this for months. The call tomorrow is primarily not it's for FICA at the end of a 2.5 hour meeting. It starts at whatever time Pacific. I think it's 11 or 12 Pacific. At any rate, it's tomorrow afternoon for us. That's in the Central and Eastern time zone. But here's the thing: they're talking about cost segregation. They're talking about another program that's for drivers, for insurance. I'm just going to use my explicit expression of how I feel about it. I can't stand it. I don't. And so it's okay if you're going to go in that direction. You can be in that meeting when it starts. I'll give you the start time. But if you're going to listen to anything about FICA, you have to come into the tail end of it. So if it says 120 or 220, they don't necessarily stop talking about whatever they're talking about, and they don't end it on time, and they don't start FICA on time. I don't know if they'll change that, but just know that when you come, because I already got one guy that went early, and he got all mad and wouldn't even go back and look again. So we don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen with you. So just know when I show you the FICA meeting tomorrow link, whatever it says for the start time, don't count on it. Come a little bit early is what I do. That way I will be there for the FICA. But Ash, looks like tomorrow would be a great time because the people there tomorrow are the people that got this affiliate program started. You'll hear from Roger. You know their names better than I do. Tell everybody who's in that meeting, the leaders, and what you are experiencing with these people that were there before us.
Well, there's Uncle Dan, there's Stephen, there's Stan,
Shaw.
Okay.
Stan Shaw. There's Kurt. Uh, there's a plethora of them that's in there. But you will learn a lot. There's Andrew. Uh,
What's his position? Can you know a little bit about? There's really no positions except for Stefan.
I really don't know what Andrew's position is. I think I think that he got Stefan started in the affiliate thing.
You think Andrew did?
Yeah, I think so. I'm
All
not.
right, tell him
I'm not
when they
positive.
tell him
Don't
who
quote me
Andrew
on
what he
that.
looks like. Explain Andrew to everybody.
Andrew is, I believe, he's Korean. He speaks with an accent, sometimes pretty heavy, but he's a nice guy. He's a knowledgeable guy, and he knows what he's doing. He handles he usually starts out the meeting with the cost segregation.
All right, so he is working several businesses. He wears several hats. So I'm
Yes.
cost segregation. I don't remember the name of there's an insurance program for driver for insurance. And again,
Reinsurance.
reinsurance. So, and then again, there's more programs than that within, but they then, when Stefan, now how he's messed that up. When he decided to do the affiliate program, he went and found some third party software. So what you're witnessing in this black swan is third party software. It's not really a good program for us long term. So I recommended somebody to them that's working with them, and again, you'll meet him. It's Alex Scar, and he's working diligently every day to get us. I'm gonna call it the puzzle put together so that we'll have a smooth, clean way where when a brand new person comes in, you can go in and actually find your link without looking around to your client. You can find your affiliate and your client link. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do this for you, who is this for? Let's see, are you still here, Leslie? And don't you have a guest here, Leslie?
I don't. She ended up taking a call because she does merchant services.
Okay.
So
That's
I
okay.
told her we
It's
were
okay.
still here.
It don't
I
matter.
told her
What
we're
I'm going
still
to do, this is for you. Don't matter. That's good. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to show you real quick how, and this is just, it's for everybody. It's not just you, how to get your links. Because I know that in the beginning, me and Roger didn't know how to find them. It took us days and days. So in your back office, tell me somebody you are seeing me log in to my
Yes.
back office. Okay, thank you. So I'm not going to try to be too quick, but take a note. Here's your notes for your client. Come down to marketing materials and click it. After that, click
Yes, sir. I
email.
have all these notes.
Okay, well, there's some other new people here.
Okay.
Email links.
Ah,
It's not just for you, Leslie. I'm messing with you. All right, now after that, come to cost segregation.
I hear you. I was just letting.
Okay, when you do that, click on FICA, and now you're ready to click on display email links. Does anybody need us to repeat that, or for me to repeat that? And if we do, I'm gonna have Leslie teach you. She likes to talk. That is funny though, but it's true. I think the people that make the most
Hey.
money are the people who talk.
Hey, I took notes and I can get around this back office pretty good now.
Great, and you have to,
I
because if
do
you
have a
can't find,
question.
all right,
Okay,
ahead.
I'll make it quick. But for clarity, and this is just what I'm catching and what I had learned before. So on the 3 to 4 years that we're going back, when we're talking about the
But
FICO.
but before you do that, I'm in the middle of presenting how to get your links. So let me finish that
Oh,
first.
I thought you were done.
No,
I'm
I'm not
sorry.
done because that's only the client link. See, I've got two people in here
Okay.
brand new. All right, so we'll get through
One
this.
thing I'd like to bring up, Rodney.
What's that?
One thing I'd like to bring up about the links.
All right.
Always go to the shortest link.
Good point. So the next one I'm going to go to is going to be the shortest. That's the easiest way to look at it, Roger, and I appreciate you doing that. So that was your client, and I'll go back if we need to. Now let's get our recruiting link. See where it says tier recruiting. Roger, is that page? Is my back office showing?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Click on tier recruiting, and then to get your link, tier linking code. You see tier linking code. And like Roger just said, I do appreciate it. There's the shortest link. It's the other one, just ignore it. It don't matter. So get your link. That is now your recruiting link. Everybody's his number. You see mine's 201. Roger's is 131. So we're still shy of 400 people that have come in to kick the tires. And I like that analogy because it's real. Probably, there's a handful of people turning business in. That's it. So you're at the ground floor. There's going to be some pain. If you're not a person that can handle pain, get you something to pinch yourself when you have it, so you can ignore the pain in here and find other ways. But we'll help you navigate. Navigating is not going to be your primary concern. It's going to be, like Ash said, we're going to learn how people are doing business. Now, I don't prefer that they have somebody come in and talk about a lead system in the middle of a meeting. I actually despise it. And I'm just being honest. And I've actually told Stefan, or any, I told him that's not my meeting. And you know what? In real time, it's really not his meeting either. It's Kurt Kelly's meeting. So whoever's moderating a meeting room should stay in charge and be in charge. And if that's on the agenda, I get it. But I'm in there to learn about the steps for FICA, and I'm there for you to learn about the steps for FICA, which is why I will do a training / greeting meeting every Monday at 7 o'clock Central for us, because we're growing. Now, you may not want to send your brand new people here, but I hope you do. But we're going to handle Monday as not the official training per se. We're going to start with, if there's even one brand new person, I'm going to go through the basic steps of what we do, which covers how do we find people, really basic. And we'll talk about that a little bit. Now, once you found somebody, what do you do? What do you say when you sit down? I'm not going to do that right now, because I'm going to have recordings, or have recordings of that already. But you present the way you want to. I had this girl, I said, what I would suggest you do is go sit down with the restaurant owner that you've known for 3 years or 4 years, and open up your page, which is, I'm going to bring up my page now, and bring up your page, be ready to talk to them, have this already on your laptop or tablet, and just go right into it. What's your average number of employees? 25, okay. And the amount per hour, you put it in. And the next big question is, what is your average tipped employee getting per hour? I'm sorry, per week. You read the line, right? Leslie, me and you went over that. All you got to do is read what it says right here. Weekly tips. So $600. This is about how much money they can get per year. And if they can get that for 7 years, that's 270. Let's call it 250,000. And now I'm going to fast forward. Now I'm going to show me the money. And if you want to look at it, you can look at it too. Show you the money. So let's say that they get, let's just use, let's say 30,000 times 7 years, $210,000 in your live calculator, which I've made for you. Or if you say, well, Rodney, you didn't make me one, well, then ask me to. This is yours, Mark. I stole your calculator because I named it for him. That's just the first one I could find, Mark.
My pleasure.
Welcome. So you can put any number you want. If they're getting 7 years of 40,000, that's 280,000. You see what I'm saying? You can put anything. Ooh, that's 2.8 million. Well, that'd be a good payout, $338,000. But we'll put in 300. There's going to be some people getting that they qualify for 300. That don't mean they're putting 300 in their pocket, because they have to do what? They have to be liable for their contingency fee, which in this case is 25%. Is always 25%. So their payment that is going to be taken out and put into the trust account is how this works. Straight from the IRS, straight to the trust account is $75,000. Now, from that is how all the rest of Stefan, any CPA, any people involved to get paid comes from that $75,000. So what he charges per year, if this is 7 years of money, is 7 times 2,000. See the 2,000 here, 7, then that's going to work out. See, once you hit enter, it calculates it. That's going to be $14,000, leaving at that point $61,000. Now the company, for administration, internal monies, they keep 35%, and they pay, listen to this, 65%. So in this scenario, if that, well, let's just say the commissionable amount is 39,000, which goes to the entire field. That means you and the people who brought you, because that's how the money actually trickles up until you have people you recruit, then it trickles down. But somebody's got a really loud noise. Let me go back and fix that. Really, really, really loud. Somebody mute, please. Thank you. Let me get back to my calculator. So, I was at right here. I went to the wrong calculator. Now I lost my place. I'll get back. Let me find it. There it is. I found it. All right. So we were at 39,000. If you're the one, I hate the word if, when you were the one to put this business in, you're going to get $39,650. That is the base to multiply 75%, and your actual commission is, let me reword this. The commissionable amount is 39,650. We'll get used to that phrase, commissionable amount. And then you get 75% or $29,737, and your sponsor will get 10%, and their sponsor will get 10%, and right on up. And that goes up. Now, that's one way to look at it, but there's another way to look at these three numbers. And this is when you bring people into the company who go out and do business. If they go, any one person goes out and gets a client like this, 300,000, they're going to get the 29,000, and you're going to get 3965. Imagine for a minute having 10 people a month doing that. $39,650 for your month. This is a program around since 1995. This affiliate program is brand new. Ash, there's not many people in the field doing it yet, and that's the honest answer. I don't hear many stories yet. Everybody's just getting grounded and getting their systems in place, deciding how. But I didn't finish the story about there's a lady, don't matter who, but I told her, I said, go sit down with him, fill out the form, do what I just did, show the calculator, which is what I was showing you. I'm going to go back to the calculator. And when you finish the calculator, say, it looks like you can get about 200,000, 300,000. That's when you go fill out the form. You don't need to read this form to them. You just need to ask them questions. You know they're in business. Do you have multiple businesses? You might already know. So you might already know how to fill out the form. Taxable income is what Stefan was talking about. This is where you ask them, what was your taxable income last year? You don't mean you actually paid it. Taxable income, it matters in the long run, but let's just say it's $80,000. It don't matter what number you put in there whatever they tell you. Then choose, Roger, I'm going to put myself on hold for 10, 20 seconds. Didn't he say if it's a C corporation, you don't have to ask them that question? Was it C or was it something else? Do you remember?
S corp.
Anybody? Actually, anybody?
S corp.
S corp. Okay, and there's a reason not to get in deep training, but if it's S corp, you can just skip that question up there.
No, but no, you always ask the question. Always.
Okay.
Because
I thought he said it didn't matter.
No, because clients, half of them don't know what their setup is. Some of them tell you that they're an S corp and they're actually a sole proprietorship.
I see. Well, that'll get corrected when they get doing their paperwork. All right, I'm going to move right along. Annual business revenue. We're going to say they did $2 million in revenue. In this case, I am doing this fast on purpose for recording. And for the annual spend, and again, whatever they tell you, I'm going to put in that they spent almost all of it, all but a couple 100,000. I don't know what real numbers are. It doesn't matter. They're going to tell you. And at that point, you click next. So this is what I was telling her. Go sit down and just fill out this form with them. Come in here. There's a drop down menu you can't see right now, but I'm changing that to restaurant. I'm putting in the company name. How many states matters because there's going to be different taxes in different states. That's the short news. You'll learn some details later. Fill out the form, name, address, put a phone number in, and then put their email in. My back office is going to have a lot of fake forms filled out. You can put in comments, click I'm not a robot, and you're getting close to finished with this person. I mean, literally within 10, 15 minutes, because a lot of them don't have it 10, 15 minutes. But if you can get them to go through this quick enough, smooth, it's not as fast as I do it, but sit down with them, get them to schedule the appointment is the last thing you do, and you ask them right then, look at the calendar, and here's what I know about the company. It's real simple. For instance, today is Friday. Let's look at Monday. This is a live view. Look at all the appointments he has open Monday. You know what that means?
We can't see it.
You. All right, I have to. I'm clicking on share this tab. Give it a second to. How
There you
about now?
go.
All right. It just internet. No. All right. So again, see 11 o'clock, 11:30, 12 is gone, 12:30. Maybe he's eating. I don't know. 1:30, 2:30. There's one in, but you see the point. You say, John, if you're sitting with John, can you do this? Can you talk to him at 4 o'clock tomorrow, or Monday, or Tuesday, whatever? It's like no. So you pick a different day, and you pick a time. Say, well, what about what day's better for you? Tuesday be good. Okay, morning or evening. Give them choices real quick. Pick a time. Click next. Fill out the form. The main thing you want to do here is put in your email address where it says add guest right there. So fill in their name, their email. This is a Zoom form, by the way. This is going to book a Zoom meeting because that's what he does. If they can't be on the Zoom meeting, if you've ever done this, you know there's a number to call in on. So they don't have to. He would rather they watch while they look, while they are talking. So
This is a
this
Calendly
meeting,
invite, just to let you know, this is Calendly
100%.
invite, and they will send to Zoom, they will send that Zoom link to them.
That's right. 100%.
Also,
Just like
remember
if-
one thing:
All right.
whatever time zone you're in, it's going to show up in your time zone. So you have to know what time zone they're in and calculate what time it would be for them.
But when they get their email, it'll be correct, right?
Yeah.
Yep,
When you
yep.
put, for example, if I'm talking to somebody on the West Coast, and my time right now is 5:15, it would be their time would be 2:15. So if it'll show on my calendar 5:30 is one of the appointments, but really for them it's 2:30.
That's right. That's excellent information. You know, this has been a good little situation today, guys. I appreciate you being here. Look how strong we are. Friday afternoon, you should be playing golf or getting your hair done. If Ivy don't need to, her hair looks good. I know how to get out of trouble as fast as I get in trouble. I've been doing this a long time. But go ahead, Mark.
Hey, just to let you know, on the Calendly link, if you look down on the left, it will tell you what time zone you're looking at. On that page on the left, it says whatever it is. I had a question about the trust. Can you explain to me? I know it has really nothing to do with us and something to do with the guys that are doing the work, but are everybody that's doing this putting it in a trust in the IRS or something like that?
No.
See
I'm
right
glad
there on
you
the
said
left,
that.
it says Central Time.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I went in and out real fast, but I really want to answer your question because here's exactly what's happening, why I mentioned that. What happens when Stefan processes these agreements is he gets them to sign a power of attorney, allowing him to move the money from the IRS in his 25% into his trust account. Okay? The other, whatever they're eligible, minus that 25%, goes into their bank account electronically in the first 3 years or whatever it is, getting down to the basics again. But yeah, not to think it's something outside of that, which means compared to other companies, that means the money's going to move faster to get into your hands and my hands. Good question. Who's next? I'm done with presenting what I was presenting.
May I ask my question, Robbie?
Please do.
Okay, so just for clarity, because I'm focused on the 3 to 4 years that I originally learned about until learning that there's some other years there. But those are no cost up front. The other
Correct.
years that's in question, there will be a cost associated
No.
with that, correct?
I don't know. Somebody clarify me on that. I don't think so. When you heard money deposits,
I think that was
Roger,
for the
somebody correct me if I'm
ERC.
wrong.
They want to go back
Okay.
to the
ERC is
ERC.
what we're talking about.
Okay, so I'm straight now. Thank you.
Yep. Here's something else. In the chat room, everybody, I put Stan Shaw Jr.'s email. Stan, STAN, SHAW, JR @gmail.com. Let me tell you about W's. When I was in radio, I'd been radio for a few months, and the owner called me in one day, and he said, "We got a problem." I'm thinking, "Oh, Lord, what have I done wrong?" He said, I call it now, in Florida, we don't have W's. I thought, what do you mean we don't have W's? He said, in Florida, we have W's. W. So I had to go back and make a commercial all over again that I thought was perfect. And instead of saying www.dbi.to, which was the thing back then, I had to go back and say W, and I did it real good. WWW. So here's the other thing I did in radio I like to tell, and that's the only 2 stories I'll tell about radio. I got to give a little bit longer version. When I was in school, I played hooky one day. that day, the man who whistled the Andy Griffith show, you know the thing, the tune, he came
Yeah.
to the school and whistled. Well, I didn't go to school. Well, that day, me and my brother was riding our bikes, and we were at the gas station, and there was a camper sitting there, and the man who did that come walking out of the camper, a little short camper, and he said, "Hey, this is my brother. He wasn't at school today. Would you whistle that for him?" And he did. So eventually, when I was in radio, I whistled it one day, and man, I've never heard the last of it that I did that, because I did it pretty good, actually. Not so good. But hey, we're here to have a good time. We're here to have at the end of the month, at the end of the year, we look back and some people's financial status has increased. It doesn't matter where yours is right now. I know there's people in here that make $100,000 a year. I know there's people in here that make 50. I know there's people in here that make, I know people around me in our businesses that make millions, and at least two people that make billions. And that's Tony Swantek and Wright Thurston. I've not met Wright Thurston yet, but we've got a lot going around us. And again, you're not going to be hidden from the fact that I'm involved in Revolution Networks. And I'm not going to talk about it now, but I am involved in a company that I was asked to introduce to Stefan, where they are going to be doing FICA through that company. I think the commissions are going to be less, so you're probably not going to get excited about that. But you might want to go in and look at it to where you can refer somebody to get solar panels, or maybe an injury attorney. Again, I'm not going to do the training in here. I'm not going to do a long spiel in here. But if you talk to me or know me, it's part of my life. It's one of my hats. It's one of my nest eggs. And I've been involved in it like Vivian for years. It started out as Snap Delivery. It went to Snap Financial, Snap Partners. The partner was the big company, and the umbrella was a lot. And that's what's happening again. But it's Revolution Networks. I do that, or the owner does that, or one of the owners on Tuesday nights. And I've been doing it the last couple of weeks for the company, as the company, so to speak. And it's what it is. What it is. Check it out if you want to. But I don't want. Again, I'm going to hold this. It's 4:25 Central. Vivian's going to say it's 5:25. And all right, yes, sir, Mark, go ahead.
Sorry, quick thing for Ash, because he was talking about marketing. I got 3 plans of attack. Rodney and I sat in a restaurant yesterday, and I talked to the waitress. Both of us were talking to waitress about the company. So if you're out and you're talking, talk. Go back into your phone, and you probably got 50 or 100 contacts of people that were in network marketing or some form of marketing over the last 10, 15 years. Talk to every one of them. And you've probably tried other companies that failed at for whatever reason. I've got 5 of them that would blow this thing up until oblivion, and I'm on it. So everything you can do is what you should do.
Thanks, Mark.
Come on, Ash. Come on, Ash. I know what you're going to say.
appreciate
Come on.
Thanks, Mark.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So teamwork. You know what? That's an answer to the question. And there's a lot of different answers to that question. There's so many ways we're doing things. One of the videos I have, folks, if I haven't sent you I've got a little short 1.5-minute video titled "My CPA said," or no, the owner says, "My CPA will handle that." If you don't have that yet, make sure I get it to you. You can listen to it, enjoy it, tweak it, make it yours, but you can listen to it over and over and over. And again, just email me. I don't remember to do everything I promise. I promise you that's true. So email me, RodneyBush247 at gmail.com. That's why everybody needs a Vivian. And I, at this point, think everybody needs a personal assistant through AI, and that's another story. What's on your mind, folks? Anything else? And we're not going to drag it out, but I'm going to take my breath, get my breath, and if you can think of anything else you want to ask. I see. You know, I know what that means. And do you want to tell them what that really means, Vivian?
It means the bear's hungry.
He has a bear to feed. I think it's funny. Anybody? You can unmic. This is it. This is the last minute or 2 or 3. We've been here an hour. Look at that. And I'm gonna close it right now officially, unless there's one question immediately. Unmic if you have one.
Hey, Rodney, it's Renee.
Yay, Renee in Florida.
Hey, I finally got my microphone working. I had to use Safari. It's crazy.
Okay.
So, Lois, by the way, Lois was my Texas friend. I don't know if she's
Oh,
still on.
good.
Okay.
Awesome.
But anyway, thank you for all you do. Appreciate you.
You're very welcome. Thanks, folks. I'm going to end this officially. If for any reason you want a copy of this, email me at rodneybush247@gmail.com. Don't text it to me. No, it's tough. It's tough to go into everything and find it, get the link, come back, and put it just is. Easier with an email. Mark, good to have met you. Ash, I look forward to meeting you in person. Same with you, Leslie. If I've never met you in person, the other people I've met, this is, it's like when ERC came. We called that a once in a lifetime opportunity. This has been around for a long time, but it's never been done like this with a group like this that, quote, pays this amount of money. So let's enjoy it. My thought was take advantage of it, but it's not. You're not taking advantage of anything. Let's just do what A.L. Williams said. Just do it.